All right. Hello and welcome to Terminal House Media. I am Operator, and in this live stream, we are going to configure a local repository that is version locked on Rocky Linux 9.6. Awesome. Hope everyone's doing well tonight, today, whenever this video or live stream finds you. I've gone over some Werewolf documentation and read through a lot of that in previous live streams. What I'm focused in on is applying what I learned through some reading today, doing some trial and error, and then hopefully getting some good results. And I'm going to just stream that learning process and then hopefully do it again. I also want to say that I can go ahead and for now, I'm going to just shut down these two machines. And I guess that'll be good to go ahead and do some practice with the command line. So I'm elevate to root and do wwctl -w. Actually, let's do history grep w. History, oops, man, my fingers are getting fat now. History, and we're going to grep for wwctl. I'm going to pipe that to less. Man, I was looking for simple. All right, let's go ahead. So wwctl -w, and then the let's see what is -w configure. All right, so wwctl -w. And we're going to do worker node 01 through 02. And we're going to shut down now. Let's see, that was something that could happen earlier. Interesting. Oh boy, I'm a lot further behind than I thought. boy. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to rebuild Werewolf. Boy, well, man, nothing's ever what I want it to be. All right, so if I'm at that point 2 and I'm here now, okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this out. And let's see where I want to put this. Beautiful. All right, so I've got my history saved in a Word doc. And I'm getting ready to rebuild Werewolf real quick. My management node 01 because it is on 10.2 and it's going to be a lot harder to roll it back than it is just to rebuild it and make sure it's got everything done correctly. This will affect worker node 01 and 02. However, it shouldn't be too hard for me to recover because if I recall correctly, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is hitting. This is punching me in the gut. Okay, but I'm learning it. All right, let's go. 11:07. I don't even know if I can do this in an hour. Clean my glasses real quick. Tonight was supposed to be GitHub practice and reading, but I will put forth the effort that I need to into GitHub, but that is not the core focus. A lot of it is just learning this stateless provisioner and what would be schedulers. Really learning how to interact with those and understand these systems. So breaking my systems and breaking other systems in the process of learning. So let's see. We're just gonna shut them down. Shut down. That's the reason why I'm having so much trouble with syntax and everything. All right. Boy, this hurts to do this. All right, but shut down. Okay, so I can keep working node 01 and working node 02. Man, that means this is going to get a different MAC address again. Or, how about this? I change. Ha ha ha. Oh boy, we're really learning how to reuse Proxmox now. Okay, so we're going to change the underlying ISO. Right? And then let's go to BIOS, edit. Nope. We should be able to edit the boot order. I did this before. EFI disk. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I just need to go ahead and boot into the console, and then change my boot order. Oops, did that wrong. Let's do this. Shut down. Power that on. Okay, and let's boot from Pixie. Let's do from DVD-ROM. Yes, install Rocky Linux 9.6. Boom. This way we keep the same hardware MAC address for the NIC. And I'm just being lazy because I don't feel like going into the router and adding the static IP address, which I don't have to, but I want to, and I did. So I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna install 9.6, and then we will configure the local repository on this server to point strictly at 9.6. I think that needs to be the first thing I do. And what's cool about this, because of the MAC address staying the same, even if I leave it on DHCP, it should take on the correct IP address. So. All right, awesome, beautiful. So we're going through the installation wizard, the installation disk that we're going to partition is going to be here, and we're going to reclaim the space, delete all, reclaim the space. We didn't do anything with the 115 gigabytes yet, so that's awesome. Set this root password. And we're not going to allow, well, we do need to do that for Werewolf. And then we go with admin. Of course, he's an administrator. With that name, who wouldn't be? All right. And done. Okay, security profile. Of course not. And we've got the right IP. Awesome. And then I'm going to turn this on, virtual management bridge, and IPv4 is going to be manual. This is going to talk to our internal network. I added new music to our live streams, and I'm loving it. So much better. NetMask is actually 8. Can't lie with you, brother. And gateway, I am the gateway. All right, and then DNS servers. And then search domains, none. And it's got the right name. Awesome. Look at that, baby. Okay. There we go. So we got both of our networks on. We're set to New York time zone. Now, I am not going to run this with a graphical user interface. But we will do a server install where we can limit resources on memory, which is crazy expensive. But hey, if anybody knows somebody that can help me get my hands on a Dell R750 or R740, or if you got some money in your pocket, an R760 would be nice. Or any of those top level Dell servers. Maybe one of those nice enclosed racks. I might be fishing here, but you know, could really help upgrade the Homelab. It'd be awesome. Anyways, so you know, say X or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so installation partition server, America, New York, root password set. Admin will be created. I didn't do a security profile, but I think one of these live streams it'd be good to do a stigging. Going through that. All right, so that is gonna take a second, and while that is running, what I want to do is create 2 more virtual machines. And I'm going to name the first one RHO1. And it's going to be my Red Hat clients. Now, one of the reasons why I'm creating these Red Hat clients is because the HPC or stateless configuration is good for learning stateless tools, Werewolf, Slurm, and eventually I'll swap out different tools to learn those as well in place for the provisioners or schedulers. However, for learning a lot of the core underlying piece, which would be Red Hat, Ansible, persistent configurations on like management nodes, those things, those are stateful labs. You know, you want to make sure the configuration is persistent, and so in a stateless environment, it's like that's kind of hard to replicate. Now I sort of could with storage, but that's also not the management node itself having persistent storage. That's me making sure that the storage is saved in a clustered what's the word I'm looking for? PFS, parallel file system. So I don't really calculate that to be the same. So what I'm going to do is create 2 clients that will, for the most part, remain shut off so that my host is able to reserve storage space, memory, and CPU. But when I am doing Ansible labs or doing bash scripting, those will primarily be the servers that I use. So it'll be RHEL1 and RHEL2, and Alma Brain, of course, acts like the brain for the entire environment. So a lot of the services are still hosted there, but these will act as my clients. So we got RHEL1, and the OS that we're going to put on here is going to be Alma Linux 10.2. Q35. VM BIOS is going to be UEFI. Put that in vertical storage. Disk. You can go with 32 gigs. And CPU. The two cores and 4096, 4 gigabytes of memory for each of them. The CPU, okay, we'll just go ahead and put it on the host just to keep it simple. Memory, network, virtual management grid 0. They're gonna talk to the they're gonna talk to the internet. Do I want them to talk to the internet? No, not really. That's the whole point. Yeah, let's put them on the provision network. All right. That just helps with having to create and manage the tools. All the more reason why Werewolf becomes very important to create this local repo. And let's see, I think I said I was giving 100 gigs to var and 15. So that should work if I put a 10.2 repo on a 9.6 server. Just very interesting usage of this management server. That's whatever. I think I can do it. All right, let's go. So that's RHEL1. And I'll reboot management 01. I'm also going to create RH02. And the OS for that is going to be Alma Linux 10. And let's do UEFI. Choose the storage. This will also be just a regular 32 gigabytes. 2 cores, 4 gigabytes of memory. And I'm going to put it on the isolated provisioning network and then just confirm our settings. Looks like management 01 is taking a while to come up. There we go. Wow, that's beautiful. That worked well. All right. And so what I'll do here, start those. And while those start, I'm going to rebuild this server the way it needs to be built. Do a Werewolf rebuild real quick on Rocky Linux 9.6. So I'm going to SSH admin at 192.168.1.19. Just a second, let me clear my keys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I am grateful for the subscribers that are here. Let me go ahead and pull up Visual Studio Code. All right, cool. Now let's continue. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the operator message board, and I can reply in the live stream, or I can reply even later on. So I'm going to SSH admin at 192.168.1.19. Accept the hash or the key or whatever. Yeah. And password. Elevate to root. And install Werewolf version 4.7.0. All right, so before we do that, let's configure our local repo. So let's go cd to etc id clear ll make dir, and I'm gonna do repo underscore back and copy everything that is in repo to repo.back, and rm-rf everything that's .repo ll c to repo.back underscore back ll. Cool, there's the backups, backup, and cd.bot ll, and make or touch local.repo vim local.repo I for insert, and let's do this. Oh, well, you need a little bit of reference. I'm gonna pull this up. Here's the vault. that we're pointing to. We're going to do app stream. And then we're going to do BaseOS.
Let's go.
People often revert to not checking the GPG key, and I hate that. I think it's lazy. It's located here. If I go to home, public, Rocky, GPG key. And copy link. We're going to enable the GPG key. GPG check. Equals 1. GPG key equals https://Linux 9. All right, cool. So we've got all right, so I've got it pointing to the correct repository. Sorry, I thought my mic was off. But while that's going, I'm going to connect to, man, I hope that doesn't mean my mic was off all the other time. But I'm going to connect to RHEL1 and finish the installs for these. All right, so I set the wrong CPU on RH02, so I'm gonna shut that down, and then hopefully Anaconda comes back up. We'll see how our update is going. validate the GPG keys. Oh, sorry, you all didn't see that. So we have here 9.6 could not validate the GPG keys. So I'm gonna go back over to here. I got an idea. So let's go ahead and minimize that. Actually, take copy link. Well, it just saved. So let's see where it just saved to. So to my downloads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use WinSCP. I'm going to connect to 192.168.1.19 as the admin user. And I'm going to put that GPG key on the server somewhere. Somewhere we can all use it the way it's supposed to be used. Alright, so what I did was I used WinSCP off screen. And if I do an ls on the temp directory, we have that GPG key there. I am going to move that RPM to var dub. Oh, I haven't installed or configured HTTPD yet. So I'll do install DNF install I don't have any repos yet. Well, for now, yeah, whatever. I'll put it in opt. Move, what was it called? RPM, temp, RPM to opt. All right, and LL opt. Vim local.repo I and GG. Oh, I found the issue. Well, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's try that again. DNF update. All right, so the issue was inside the syntax, I had HTTPS twice, and that was just the bad syntax in the repo config file. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Awesome, it's getting the GPG keys. And it successfully imported it. What I was about to do was place it in a file location and point it towards it as a file, and I didn't need to do that because I ended up finding my own error. Awesome. All right, now RH02 should boot correctly. Cool. I just fixed the CPU issue on it so that it's using the host. And I'm gonna finish the install for that. RHEL1 is done installing. All right, awesome. Now with the correct repos configured, I know this is taking a while, but now I should be able to go ahead and install Werewolf and have no issues, hopefully. Okay, we see here I'm pointing towards the basically the RHEL 10 repo. I need it to be pointed to the 9. So let's see how that goes. Awesome, much better results. Pull back up my notes. Check and see if Firewall is running. All right, Firewall is running. Let's check and see what the firewall configuration is. All right, we're gonna add in the services. All right. Then reload the firewall. All right. Now, what we can do is cd to etc werewolf, do an LL. And I was trying to go over this syntax earlier. I'll practice it again. I'm going to create a production environment style backup file in case we have to move these files elsewhere. So do copy werewolf.conf to werewolf.conf.back _ $ parentheses date space plus % capital F, close it. LL, Also getting faster. All right, and then let's go ahead and configure our Werewolf configuration. And the IP address is going to be 10.0.1. I think I'm gonna make this 255.255. These are gonna be 0. All right. Escape or quit. Cat Etsy. Cat Etsy. Past WD. I forgot we already do have an ADM and admin. There we go. All right. All right, I got my command to build my image, and one thing I'm gonna do is wwctl image import -- sync user. Cool. That way the user admin gets pushed as well as root. Alright, let's go ahead and check on RHEL1 is done. Let's finish RHEL2. Cool. We have a Werewolf Image list. Created. I was right about the network. Cool. I left it configured to the way that I did. Oh, okay. So let's do systemctl enable. Before we can configure the profile, we need to enable it, the service. So systemctl enable -- now werewolf d service and wwctl configure -- all. Okay. Now let's try figuring our profile. Awesome. And then we don't have any IPMI. Now what I will do add in the worker nodes. So I'm gonna add in worker node 01 because I didn't have to change anything. So it should be a pretty easy build. Awesome. And add in worker node 02. Alright, then I'm going to do an overlay build. Check my node list. Clear. I think I'm almost to the point where I'm ready to go ahead and reboot those servers. I'm just looking through. I'll set up the export next live stream. But one of the biggest things was creating the what would have been the Reposync with 9.6, and I'm gonna create the partition for the 115 gigabytes. I know that's coming so late in this live stream based on the thumbnail of everything that happened. It's 12:05 in the morning, but the thumbnail says that we're going to partition this storage, so we might as well. so wow, we have all of these servers running. Let's go to the console. It's booting from Pixie. It's trying to pull an IP address. It's got an image name. It says it's working node 1. It says it's doing a reboot. It said it downloaded the MBP file successfully. I'm not sure why it's doing a reboot. Maybe it's just booting into the OS. Let's see. Let's see how working node 2 is doing. Nope, it's in a loop cycle. And $74. I think I got the wrong MAC addresses in here. 74. Yep. All right, so hardware, MAC address. Did I recreate these? Okay, whatever. All right, so I need to pull this MAC address. All right. So worker node 2. Paste it there. And then for worker node 1. EF. What's wrong with that one? Why isn't this one booting? Kernel image name. Hardware address is no image defined for worker node 1. Okay. All right. So we got a wrong MAC address on 1 and no image defined. Honestly, no image is going to be defined for either. Because it looks like I skipped over. Yeah, I didn't set the profile image for the default. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this. Bring back up my terminal. Halala. We are cooking. Create Reposync on Werewolf management. Awesome. Yeah. We're getting through all the tasks so far. So, like I said, what was going on? Let's roll it back. Bring it back, operator. Skittle break. All right, I just added in the worker node with the correct hardware address. So I'm going to do a wwctl configure -all, and then I'm going to do wwctl overlay build clear, and then I need to set the image. There we go. So wwctl profile image. Okay, so don't see the list, so I'll do wwctl image list. All right. So I'm going to do wwctl profile set default -image. It's going to be Rocky Linux -9.6. All right. Now they have a default image. And I'm gonna set the root password real quick. So wwctl image execute Rocky Linux -9.6. Haha, cool, I'm in. Dude, it just works different on so many different things. Okay. All right, now I'm going to change the root password. Now that I'm in this root environment of Werewolf and my default image, I'm going to do passwd. And then I'm going to do exit so it can truncate and save all my changes. Okay. Now, actually, another thing I want to do is I'm going to go right back into there and actually, I'll do that later. So yeah, we're gonna exit. We have 9.6. We have 2 Werewolf nodes up. We have our storage, but we haven't configured it yet or partitioned our storage yet. Oh boy, I definitely bit off a lot to chew into this live stream, but we're almost done, so it's like no point in stopping. All right, so we are ready to do some partitioning. Let's see how our servers are doing actually. Awesome. Worker node 01 came up, worker node 02 came up, and they have Rocky 9.6. And my management node is pointing to 9.6 while also being a 9.6 server. And I think this would be what they call quorum, maybe? I don't know. Might be using words different. Okay, but we're learning. Okay, so let's do the partitioning. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's do LSB OK, and it is dev. Oh, can't see that. Okay, so we can change our current task. Switch this to disk partition. I can't spell. So we're gonna partition the disk with fdisk. All right. Cool. Let's get it. So I'm gonna do fdisk on dev stb. And we're going to create a new partition. Actually, this Q. All right. Let's do fdisk again. Oh. Let's do fdisk on a dev stb. We're going to create a GPT partition table. All right, and then gonna do the 15 gigabytes first. Sorry, you can't see that. There we go. So we're doing a group partition here. And then we're doing the default for the first partition, default for the first sector, and then 15 gigs for the last sector. Now we're going to create our repo partition. We're going to use all the remaining space. All right, let's do a W to write. All right, we're gonna make these XFS. So make FS, XFS, dev, SDB1, and SDB2. dir -p opt RHCSA_Linux. Actually, I don't even like that name. rhino-rf opt RHCSA_Linux and make dir -p opt RHLinux. Gonna go ahead and install HTTPD now. And then let's mount the partitions. Gonna mount these persistently. Onto the SEFS tab. That was SDB1. I'm gonna do SDB2 now. Alright, and I'm going to use Vim to edit the SEFS tab. Alright. Now, going to do I for insert. Alright. I feel like there's something wrong with my last line that I'm not saying, but whatever. There we go. HTML. XFS. Defaults 0, 0. Yeah, this is going to be opt. RH. Let's go Linux. XFS. Defaults 0, 0. Escape right quit. And unmount to verify our syntax is correct by using mount -a. All right, cool. No syntax errors. And all right, I see that my repo directory has the correct storage space, and what will be my NFS directory has the correct storage space attached to it. All right. Gonna do a restore con on vardub HTML. Let's do a systemctl status on firewall D. Firewall -cmd -list -all. All right, the service HTTP and HTTPS is not in there. Let's go ahead and add HTTP and add HTTPS and reload our firewall. And then we're going to install the packages for Reposync. Just verifying my steps. I think there's one step in here that's a little bit redundant. All right, so I think we're ready to go ahead and sync the repos. I got the command worked out. So let's do a Control C. Control C, clear. We're gonna do a Reposync, Rocky 9. Let's do this. DNF repo list. Okay. Okay, well, it's syncing the repo.
One comes around, one today.
taking a while to do this big Reposync. We're at 25%. And it says it's got an ETA of roughly 15 minutes. So I think I am going to walk away and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. We're at almost about 5 gigs on this Reposync, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was like one of the last things on our to-do list for tonight was the Reposync. Oh. We do have our directory for, I called it RH, what was it? RH underscore. What did I name that? For the auto FS mount, that's what I'm thinking about. Oh, RH underscore Linux. All right, we will consider this the end of this live stream. I'm gonna let the music play out. Actually, we're not gonna let this be the end of the live stream because there are some configurations that I need to apply at the end of this download to make sure that everything completes correctly, and I don't want to walk away from this. So what I'm gonna do is allow the music to play, allow this download to complete. And while it's going through, or when it finishes, I'm going to do the restore vcon on the SELinux tags for that directory. And then I just want to make sure that the image profile actually has the correct repository configuration file set. That way, when my compute nodes come up, if I need to point them back to a repository, they will automatically see management 01 as the correct repo. And I want to do that while that's all still fresh in my mind. I don't want to go to sleep and then wake up in the morning again and try to think about what I was doing. All right, I'll be back. Enjoy the music. Actually, I'm still right here. Actually, what I want to do is add another terminal window. All right, and we're gonna do a side by side. There we go. There we go. Okay, we can see where it's at over here. And then over here, what I want to do is connect back into that server. SSH admin at 192.168.1.19. And I want to do some monitoring. I'm going to elevate my privileges to root. Do a DNF install btop -y. All right, we got about 12 minutes left on the install for the Reposync. And I want to see how some of these monitoring tools work that everybody's talking about. So just trying some of these out, see what I can install.
Let's go.
All right, so sorry to interrupt the live. I hope you guys are enjoying the music. I am also enjoying the output of btop. htop looks nice. Btop looks superior. And I love how on the host server, I can see all of my CPUs that are available to me, how they're working. But then it goes on to this modular level to where I am on one of my VMs and I can see how the VM is running, but I can also see that within the VM, it's splitting out the different repos. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna let these packages continue to download. Oh, they're done. Finally. Wow, that was a lot to get that repo to sync. All right, so and btop finished installing on the management node. So I can do btop over here. Cool. It's gonna show me how my management node is working. And you can see the CPU has definitely calmed down a lot. So that's cool. And then over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cd to var www cd html cd rocky 9.6. Awesome. cd to rocky 9.6 app stream. And we got everything there. All right. cd dot. All right. So now, before we get carried away, I know I saw a squirrel and decided to do some things. We need to ensure that the restore con is placed back onto the server. So let's do restore con on var dub. All right, now we should be good. So I'm going to edit the Chroot environment of my Rocky Linux server so that my compute nodes point back towards the management server for repo updates. So I am going to cd to var lib. Let me think, where's the Chroot? Clear, find, and root name. And I'm looking for Chroot. And I'm going to output that to 2. Dev null. All right, boom. So we're gonna cd to var lib werewolf Chroots Rocky Linux 9.6. We're gonna go into the root fs underneath user and underneath sbin and ll. Sbin. Oh, sbin Chroot. cd to Chroot. wwd. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's try to go into the image. Control R, image. All right, but now cd to etsy yum.repos id ll, and I'm I'm gonna make a directory, make dir repo underscore back, and I'm going to copy everything that ends in .repo in this directory to repo back. Do an LL. That did not work. Oh, it did work. I did a copy instead of a move. And I'm gonna rm everything that ends in .repo. And do an LL. Cool. Now I'm going to vim local. Actually, let's just do vi local.repo. I for insert, and input the documentation needed. Oops. Let's undo you. There we go. Etsy PKI RPM GPG. Just gotta make sure that's there. Otherwise, we will get an error. Alright, escape. Alright, quit. And exit. It builds the image. Actually, I needed to go back in there and view whether or not the what was I looking for? I need to verify whether or not the GPG key is in the place that it said it was going to be at, and that was going to be underneath Etsy PKI GPG RPM GPG 9. Okay. And cat Etsy repos, and I want to read local Etsy PKI RPM GPG key, and it's RPM GPG key Rocky 9. So there's an error there. I'm gonna fix that. So use VI, and the correct ending for that GPG key is GPG key all caps Rocky 9. So I'm gonna go to this line and make sure that it's correct. All right. Now I can go ahead and exit. We've literally done everything on the checklist tonight. I'm about to log off here and go to sleep. Clear. I'm going to do wwctl overlay build and wwctl configure -- all. And I'm going to do wwctl -w worker node 01 through 002, and I want them to reboot now. All right, I just want to see why they're not rebooting with wwctl real quick. All right, so my worker nodes are rebooting using wwctl ssh worker node 01 through 02 reboot. And when they come back up, I'm going to verify that they have the correct repo configuration and that they're pointing to the correct repo. And if they are, they should be pulling from management 01. And if that's the case, then all of our objectives for tonight would have been completed. All right, I see the servers are up. I'm going to SSH to 01. And DNF repo list. All right, and DNF update. All right, so firewall cmd hyphen list hyphen all. Exit firewall cmd hyphen list all. Firewall cmd dash add port equals 80 TCP zone equals public permanent firewall cmd hyphen reload system ctl restart httpd and ssh to worker node 01 clear DNF repo list DNF update. Awesome. I love how things work. All right, so that works. And if I cat etsy yum.repos.d local.repo, I've got my 10.0.1 pointing back to my management server. This has been a successful stream. We did some Werewolf review. We did a repo sync. We installed Werewolf. We connected worker nodes. We ensured that we didn't have any version drift by going and ensuring that we stuck with a 9.6 distro. We have other things that we can do to continue to build out this lab. We also configured a Red Hat stateful client setup for 2 virtual machines. There was a lot that was accomplished in this live stream. It was very long, but if you click through any of this, you may find something that you like. You may not find something that you like. Regardless, I hope that you have a good day, a good night, and a good life. See ya.